Hello, in today's video I'm going to be telling you some ways that you can get time back in your private practice. If you've been here before, you will know that everything that I teach on this channel is all about private practice administration and systems. So everything that I am going to be telling you today are things that you can achieve by using one system, which is Google Workspace. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kim. I help therapists in private practice get online, get confident with admin and reduce tech overwhelm. And today we are going to be talking about how you can get some more time back in your private practice and reduce the amount of administration that you are doing for your practice. And one of those things I just want to quickly mention before we jump into all the tips is dealing with no-shows and cancellations, which can be a real time waster if you are waiting for a client to arrive and they don't, and you have no way of charging them and things like that. So I am doing a free training in the form of a webinar on Zoom, and I'd love you to join me there. I will leave a link in the description below so that you can sign up, and I'm going to be taking you through some real tangible ways that you can reduce these no-shows and cancellations. Okay, so let's jump into the tips. So the first tip is to create Gmail templates. If you don't know what they are ready-made emails that you write once, and then you can very easily input them into a new email, a reply email or forward email. So all you need to do is think about all of the type of emails you get in your practice regularly, and then you want to produce a reply for that. Think about it really thoughtfully once, and then you'll never have to worry about that response again. Some Gmail templates that you could think about writing are inquiry replies, and I see there are usually kind of like free versions of that, but you may have more. So you can have one where you say no to a client, completely no, you don't have a waiting list. You might have some people that you refer to, but basically you're politely saying that you don't have space for that client. Then you could have a waiting list reply. So if you do offer a waitlist service, then you can have a response to add somebody onto your waiting list. And then finally, you can have a response for somebody that you want to meet with to see if you're a good fit for each other. So they're the three kind of responses I see for an inquiry. You can also then have a welcome email to welcome a new client into your practice. And this would have lots of key information on your practice, such as your invoicing policy, your appointment scheduling policy, your cancellation policy, how they can contact you, things like that. It may also have links to forms, which I'll talk about in a little bit. You can also have Gmail templates for cancellations. So if somebody wants to cancel their appointment with you, you can have a couple of responses for that, whether it's a chargeable cancellation or a non-chargeable cancellation, whether they're rescheduling or not. So you can have a think about ways that you respond to people when they cancel a session with you, and you can have a cancellation email. There are lots of other Gmail templates you can have, and this can vary from practice to practice, but what I would do is have a look at responses that you have sent recently, ones that you repeat often, and create a Gmail template, a skeleton reply for those emails. Sticking with emails, the second way that you can save loads of time in private practice is to have good inbox management. So I have a course called the 5-Day Inbox Zero Challenge, and basically this is a really quick course that takes you through how you can set up your Gmail to work for you. So rather than having thousands of emails in your inbox, it's a way to be able to organize your inbox so that you only have the emails that you need to respond to in there, and you have a system for dealing with all the other ones. So some good practices to do with Gmail is to look at your settings. It's really easy to get to your settings in Gmail. You just click on the little cog, I'll put a demonstration here somewhere, and click on see all settings, and then you'll be able to go through and look at all of the settings that you may want to change. The next thing is to create labels. That is what Gmail calls sort of like folders that are on the left hand side, so that once you've dealt with an email you can move it out of your inbox into the appropriate label. And thirdly, it's to create filters so that some emails don't even hit your inbox at all. My Inbox Zero course goes through all of this in depth in really quick bite-sized videos, so I will link to that in the description below if you're interested in improving your inbox management. The third way to get back time in your private practice is to have Google Docs and Google Sheet templates as well. So for example, with regards to the Google Docs, you could have a letterhead template, you could have a client update template, you can have an appointment note template, amongst others. And with regards to Google Sheets, which are spreadsheets, you can have templates such as a client master list, an invoice log, and a bookkeeping spreadsheet. I do have a free master client log template that you can download. And again, I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. But basically what it is a way of recording all of your inquiries, having a waiting list, all of your current clients and all of the past clients that you've worked with all in one place. So you have all the key information on your clients just on that one spreadsheet, and you don't have to rifle around in paperwork or even on the Google Drive for information on your clients when you need it. The fourth way is to easily share documents. So you may have loads of client resources that you send out to clients on a regular basis. So what you can do is have them on your Drive and easily share them with somebody if they're mentioned in session, for example. And you can link that to a Gmail template as well. So for example, let's say you have a meditation that you'd like to send out to your clients. What you can do is create a Gmail template with a link to the audio from your Google Drive, and you easily just send that to clients after sessions. It will take you 5 seconds to send the email. You can do it straight after the session, or you can write yourself a task list of all the admin you want to do at the end of the day and just quickly tick those all off by sending Gmail templates. One of the biggest ways that you can save time in private practice is to use your Google Calendar to book appointments in, sync it with Zoom if you work online, and then send automated reminders to your clients. So that's quite a big process, but basically you can easily sync your Zoom account with Google Workspace. I think by the time this video goes live, I would have already created a quick video on how you can do that. So if I have, I will link to that in the description below. And then what you can do is book the appointments on your calendar, and you can recur them as well. So if you see clients on a weekly basis at the same time, or maybe a fortnightly basis, or even a monthly basis, you can recur that appointment for the rest of the year, for example, and you only have to create the appointment once. You can add all the information to that one appointment, which might be the location, it might be the Zoom link, it might be your cancellation policy, or ways to pay for the session. And once you've set it up once, it's in your diary, you will get a notification about that, which you can set up yourself. And also you can then automate the reminders for your clients using a free add-on called G Reminders. That way you can send a reminder to your client and it will reduce the amount of cancellations and no-shows in your practice. One of my most popular videos on this channel is all about using Google Calendar for appointment bookings, so I'll link to that as well so that you can check that out if it's something you want to look into. Sticking with Google Calendar, another thing you can do is time block. So what that is using your work time, it's grouping similar tasks together so that you can get into a flow state and work much better. So for example, you might want to look at your inbox just twice a day, so maybe right at the beginning of your day and then also maybe after lunch. And they're the times that you look at your emails and you don't check it any other time. You may also want to do all of your invoicing on one morning every single week or every month, rather than sending invoices at the beginning of each day or maybe even before the appointment with the client. Some other things you may want to time block are onboarding clients. So you may have a whole procedure of how you onboard a client and the information you need to send them, and you might want to do that all in one go rather than doing it individually if you're taking lots of clients on in one go. Again, I do have a video all about time blocking, planning for your perfect week, and using Google Calendar to manage your time really effectively. So if you're looking to reduce your admin time and get time back in private practice, I really recommend watching that video next. And finally, the way to reduce some time in private practice is to create a Google form. So when your clients start with you, there'll be paperwork that you want to send them. That might be a therapy agreement, it might be an intake form. You can have additional forms such as release of information or getting medical insurance information about your client so that you can bill the insurer. So what I would say is create a Google form for all of those. Pair that with Gmail templates so that you can create an onboarding template with links to all those forms. Then the client can easily complete those forms without the need for them to use a printer, scan it back to you, and things like that. What you can also do is set up to have email notification once a form is completed, which will notify you once somebody has filled in that form, and you can easily view it. You can then save it to their client file and things like that to save you time in the future if you ever need to look back at paperwork that's been completed. Creating Google Forms is great because if you ever need to update them, maybe you have got a new practice location, you're seeing clients, maybe you've updated your fee, for example, it's really easy to just create a quick update. You don't need to create a whole new form. You can just edit the form really easily. It will automatically save it, and the next time it goes out, the client will see the updates. Everything I have talked about within today's video is available for free once you buy a Google Workspace account. You can do all of this and manage your entire private practice for under £5 a month, which is amazing. You'll also get a professional email, so that will be, for example, kim@simmonscounselling.com rather than simmonscounselling@gmail.com. So it makes your practice look even more legit, and you get access to all of these amazing apps amongst loads more that I don't have time to mention in this video. Just as a quick reminder, I'm doing a free training on reducing no-shows and cancellations in private practice. It's going to be on Zoom. You can chat to me and ask questions after the training, and I'll have a really exciting offer for you if you're interested in setting up Google Workspace for your private practice. I'll leave a link in the description below, but thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. Until next time, thanks for watching.